In this video, I'm just going to break down for you exactly how you can leverage organic social media right now as a brand owner to explode your business. And I'm going to go over a framework that you can easily apply to get more views with your content, and not just views, but drive more impact and drive more sales. And it doesn't matter how big or small your brand is, brands of all sizes are literally using this approach to blow up their business overnight. And I don't want it to sound like some get rich quick scheme, because it's not. But you know, with social media nowadays, literally anything can go viral. So if you follow this framework, I'm not guaranteeing virality, but you'll be framing your videos in a way that extremely increases the chance of blowing up, and all it takes is one video. So I'm sure you don't know who I am since this is one of my first videos, but my name is McCoy and I run MKX Media. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Alright, so I'm quickly going to explain the framework I'm talking about, and after that explain to you why it works, and then show you exactly how brands are using it right now to get crazy results with very little effort. What is this magical framework? It's called the enemy framework, and what it is you turn a competitor, a behavior, or an entire industry into an enemy, and then by turning them into an enemy and showing viewers exactly what is either wrong, unhealthy, bad for them, etc. about the old traditional way of doing things, and then position yourself as the only perfect solution to this enemy that you've just created in your video, right? So by definition, enemy marketing is defined as a marketing strategy that involves defining an enemy and using it to position a brand and attract customers. The enemy can be a person, group, thing, belief, or pain point that the brand's product or service aims to overcome. So enemy marketing has been around for a long time, but here's why I believe if you use it today, it can be more effective now than ever. So why it works today, so especially in the US, what I'm noticing is this whole social responsibility thing is kind of taking over, right? So the definition for social responsibility requires that individuals and companies act in the best interests of the environment and society as a whole. So like I said, especially in the US right now, everyone is becoming more conscious of how terrible everything is for them here. And quickly, I'm going to go off on a tangent, but one video idea: if you sell consumer product goods that are healthy, literally just for one of your videos, list the back of your competitors' ingredients, and then show your healthy product, and that alone is going to get you views and even sales. And just because people are getting fed up with how unhealthy most things are for them, especially in the US right now, and this whole social responsibility thing is taking over, I mean, it's a fact that we consume at least over 50,000 microplastics a year. Even if you can just in your production process or packaging, if you can reduce that, it's going to already put people on your side if you can frame it correctly. Now on top of that, since everyone is starting to hold companies more socially responsible, that makes it a very relatable topic to discuss. And if you know anything about content, one thing that really helps your reach is relatability. And that's why the enemy framework is working insanely good right now for brands that can position themselves as socially responsible and use the enemy framework effectively. They're literally going viral on command, and some are even printing millions of dollars from it. So let's go over who's using this extremely well right now so you can get a better understanding of what exactly I'm talking about. So the first brand is MOZI. You see right here, they already have no parabens, phosphates, or dyes, so that's something they already have within their business. So let me quickly show you one of their videos so you can kind of understand how they position themselves with the enemy framework.
One of the most common questions I get is, why did I start a laundry detergent business? I get it, it's not the most glamorous or cool product to start, but we all use it, and I felt I could really improve a lot of things that were common from the main brands. I started with scent. They all smelled the same to me, sort of like cheap perfume. I know there are so many good scents out there, so I might as well add some fun and variation to it. Next was ingredients. A lot of detergents are heavily diluted with water, as well as full of questionable chemicals, and most don't even list their ingredients. I'm always transparent about what's inside, as well as using biodegradable cleaning power.
So you can already see that's one really good example. He kind of told it in a founding story kind of way, but it can work in sort of any video style. Alright, so that is one really good example of how to use it, but another one I would like to mention is Underbrush Gum. They're doing this extremely well, and the video I'm about to show you has, I believe, 33 million views, just to give you sort of an idea of the scale of this. So let me just show you what they did really quickly.
That was, of course, before big gum companies switched to a synthetic mystery ingredient called gum base. They don't have to tell us exactly what's in it. They say it's proprietary, but I suspect it's because if you saw the full ingredients list, you wouldn't buy it. The two most common chemicals are polyvinyl acetate and butadiene styrene, which are used to make things like glues, tires, and shoes. It also contains talcum powder. Do you remember that lawsuit linking talcum powder to ovarian cancer? Well, that company recently discontinued the use of talc in their baby powder altogether. And now, you can even find talc-free foot powder.
So you can see they absolutely nailed turning traditional gum companies into an enemy and made them look really, really bad. And at the end of the video, they did perfectly position themselves as the best alternative with their healthy version of gum. And just a side note, and also this video is just super engaging, which on top of the enemy framework and the social responsibility thing, it all adds up to 33 million views. So I know for a fact that 3 of Underbrush's videos literally led to $1 million in sales, just to give you an idea of the scale of this. And of course they were able to get 33 million views on this top video, which is insane, but it's definitely possible. And if you just try to apply the enemy framework within your content, I can promise you'll start getting more attention than you were previously. But also, if you can't find a way to position yourself as socially responsible and can't really find something that is unhealthy to pick at, you can still use the enemy framework by turning a concept, a belief, or a pain point into an enemy and running with that. So let me show you what I'm talking about really quickly. So one brand that's doing this really well, and especially when they started out, is Bleame. Okay, so what they sell is essentially a magic hair eraser device, and instead of just turning a razor into an enemy, they turn, I guess it's called strawberry legs. The people suffer from that as a result from shaving with traditional razors. So they were able to turn the enemy into a pain point that their ideal customers are experiencing, and their product perfectly solves it. And it worked pretty well for them. Let me show you this video really quickly. Que tú me tienes temblando de noche y de día. Alright, short and snappy, but right away calling out strawberry legs. Got them with the enemy framework. And I mean, they're not just using this whole strawberry legs thing and just in their content. They're using it in all of their marketing across their board. I know it's on their website. I've seen it in their paid ads. So you can use it in your whole marketing. This isn't just content, but it definitely works. Yeah, so those are some pretty good examples of the enemy framework. I hope you really understand it because it can be really effective for your brand. So if you're looking to implement this, you first need to identify what you can turn into an enemy. What competitor, what behavior, or industry can you call out and introduce yourself as the better alternative. And then all you can do is just start testing out videos and seeing what will get the most impact. And it may take 20 videos, so do not give up on it. And I can promise you that if you just post those 20 videos, you'll get enough feedback and data, and you'll kind of know what you need to do from there. Real quick, if you're still using Google Docs to manage your content, please stop and just download my free content operating system. I'll leave it linked below, but it's just going to make content so much easier for you from start to finish. It also has a bunch of free resources included. But I hope you guys found this video useful. Go ahead and give the enemy framework a shot, and please leave any questions below if you do have some, and I'll be getting back to all those. Go ahead and give the enemy framework a shot if it's something that your brand can use. And if you do have any questions, please leave them below. I'll be sure to get back with you. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.